Or do I have to do that? This is all new to me, you know. I'm learning. Oh, there you are. You can do it all on your own.
Oh, this is it.
Uh,
Can't you know?
you're doing what, dear?
You can teach old dogs a new trick. Look at that. Jerry D is learning something new. I'm so proud of you, laddie. You're going to find something other than a big stick of coal in your stocking.
Yes, right. Yes. Well, that's we don't have coal here. You know that, eh?
Oh, you don't?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm from the north.
Yeah, that's it. Um,
Can I put a banana in it?
no, no
Uh,
room.
sorry. Wrong topic.
Alex, what are you up to?
Working today is for me like a regular work day. So I'm going to be taking care of my customers' needs and so on. Right now, most of my customers are like closing up or getting ready to go home and be with their families and such. But still, I have to kind of keep an eye on things and make sure that everything's working so that when they come back from this holiday weekend, everything's going to be working okay. You know that in technology, a lot of the times when you come back in on Monday, everything's like broken or not working or whatever. Mondays are really crazy, so it pays to just watch things right before the weekend starts, just to make sure that everything stays okay.
How is this going to affect you? Because as of 7 o'clock tonight, everybody is locked down until 5 o'clock on Monday morning, which I've got some concerns about. Be interested because Christmas is a great time for family and for friends, as we know. But we've had well over 3,000 people that have perished this year due to COVID-19. So there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be on their own, perhaps for the first time this Christmas. Perhaps somebody's lost their husband or lost their wife. I'm really concerned about people being on their own over this time when you're supposed to be with family and friends, and they're on their own for 4 days. That they can't go out. They can't. They can't go out. They can't go out. They can't be with other people. Um, I'm worried about their mental health. To be perfectly honest.
I'm worried about my own mental health now that you mention it. But still, one of the things that I am grateful for in this year is that the tools that we use to connect with each other, just like the ones we're using right now, are are making us able to connect to other people in ways that it was a lot more difficult before. I remember, for example, 5, 10 years ago, I have family members who are studying abroad or people who, for whatever reason, can't be home for the holidays and so on. And I remember how complicated it was to like set up Skype and put a laptop at the end of the table and then maybe hook it up to the living room TV and so on, just to, be able to connect with family members who were elsewhere. And nowadays it's just so much easier. People hooking up their laptop or their tablet to the TV using like their Chromecast or their Amazon Fire Stick or Roku or any other device and so on. I mean, it's just so much easier to do this. So, I mean, by all means, if you have family members who might have a little bit of trouble, getting used to all of this or the new technology or whatever, one of the greatest gifts you can give in on the holidays or pretty much any other day of the week is just your time and energy to let them know that you care, that you can help them, do all of this stuff and connect to all of their family members. And one of the things that I've been doing these past few months is just helping people connect with each other. For example, in my office, we had the office Christmas party, quote unquote, yesterday, and we had several channels where some people were playing trivia games. I actually got to do some karaoke. For
Oh,
some technical reason,
great.
all everybody just disconnected and started typing unsubscribe and things like that on the channel, which was weird. But yeah, I mean, I think that there is cause for concern. I have a lot of friends who work in the mental health sector, and my wife is a psychologist, and she's very aware of all of this. And still, I think that we are blessed to live in a time where you can download Zoom in a couple of seconds and be talking to wonderful people such as yourself and Mrs. Claus and Alfonso and Yasmin and all the next guests that are coming in later today. So I count my blessings. And just remembering Fred Rogers from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, every time there's a calamity on screen and you see all of this going on and people being sad or affected by these things, look for the helpers. Look for people who are making the difference and making people feel better and helping them and so on. And this show is a part of that, and I'm blessed to be a part of that. And I hope that a lot of people find solace in being able to connect so easily to others. But not everybody is aware of this. So if you have a family member that needs a little help with the technology or whatever, by all means, please reach out and let them know that someone cares this Christmas.
Really? You're going to get more than gold in your stocking for all your lovely words. You're such a good boy. Come here and give me a kiss. Give me a wee kiss. Thank you, darling.
Unsubscribe. Yes, Yasmin, you're over there very quiet. You've not said anything this morning, have you? Yasmin?
Yasmin,
Yeah.
darling.
She has to unmute herself.
You have to unmute yourself. Your mute button on the.
Hello, I'm here.
There you are, dearie. I missed your sweet voice.
This is not easy.
We do get a bit of. We do get echo.
Oh, it's because
With
of
a
me.
wee
I
bit
guess.
of feedback, but it's lovely to hear you both twice.
Thank you, Henry.
I'd rather hear you twice than not at all.
And
Aw.
you know, Alex, if they don't have Zoom, don't forget there's a beautiful thing called a telephone. And you can always call them or FaceTime them, because my dad, well, believe it or not, Mrs. Claus' dad is still alive. He's 90 plus years old. And God bless his soul, he is going to have a phone call, a Zoom call, and anything else I can to say hello to him. And thank you for all those beautiful words, connecting people.
I agree. Yeah, no, what I was going to ask Yasmin, she can hear me anyway because she's sitting right behind me, but we do get something you can help us with, Alex, because we get this sort of echo or feedback, and we've even got a headset on Yasmin now. But let me just get to the point, because I'm not sure that the government is taking enough into consideration when it's locking people down, basically for 4 days, as to the consequences of sometimes of their actions. So my advice is, look, if you've got a neighbor, or if you've got a friend and you don't see them, just knock on the door. You don't have to go in, just knock on the door and say, hey, everything all right? Are you okay? Because I was going to ask you guys, because we've had a few people here on the program that deal with mental health. Perhaps we could find out, is there, or do we know if there is some kind of helpline? I mean, in the United Kingdom, we have a thing called the Samaritans. And when people feel depressed or they're in a tight spot, they can find them and just talk to somebody. It doesn't matter who they are, just talk to somebody and have somebody that's willing to listen. I don't know, does that exist?
There is such a thing. It's 169. I know this for a fact because my wife has worked as a responder to this line 169. It's supposed to be a line for people to know about their COVID strategies and treatments and just general information. But from time to time, they do receive calls from people who are in dire need of just somebody to listen. And they've even pretty much talked a lot of people back from the ledge, so to say. At least 3 or 4 people every week have very, very deep concerns about what's going on. And these concerns take them to very, very, I would say, worrisome places. And there is an entire team of very dedicated individuals, mental health professionals, that are available when you dial 169, and they can get you the help that they need. So I think if anybody is in a position where they feel that they need someone to listen to them, they can call 169 and somebody will pick up the phone on the other end. And if it's really, really a difficult time for you, they will put you in touch with somebody who can help you with that. So, by all means, please call 169 if you have any questions regarding what's going on or the restrictions or anything like that. It's really important that you reach
Your wife's
out
name,
and get
so
help.
what's your wife's name so I can put her on the nice list?
Her name is Mary.
Oh, I know another Mary.
Yeah. And Alex, by the way, is on the naughty list.
There you go. Mary is now. Oh, it's got to be reversed. I'm so sorry, but I've
No,
got
it isn't.
on the nice list.
Awesome.
I've scratched you off the nice list, Alice, because I saw what you was doing earlier.
Okay.
Shakin' Stevens and Merry Christmas, everyone. You are listening to The Breakfast Show. We are on 89.3. That is Call FM. We're going to try something completely different. Who's calling the golden shot? Nobody answers their phone anymore. They only send text, obviously.
Hello.
Good morning, Neil Danby in Windsor in the United Kingdom. You're live on The Breakfast Show.
Morning, everybody.
Hooray! Everybody, you can unmute yourselves now. Everybody, sorry. So,
Good morning, Neil. This is Alex.
Hi, Alan. How you doing?
Great.
Neil, this is Mrs. Claus and her two little elves in it by ye.
Hi, Ingrid.
no, that's not Ingrid. That's
No, Mrs. Claus. Ingrid, this intrepid reporter's out reporting.
Having a good time, all?
Well,
Oh, yes.
doing fine. I haven't got round to the booze yet, but I tell you what.
Christ,
I tell you
you're
what.
late.
I've just been eating caramelized onion from the empanadas from Day Gourmet, the Day Gourmet store, who, by the way, very kindly donated to us 3 beautiful boxes of goodies, which we gave away on the Breakfast Show yesterday to some well-deserving people, which was rather nice.
And for that, Jerry,
Oh, fine.
in the goods list. Neil, you got to know what a good boy you've been.
I prefer being on the naughty list, to be honest.
Here you go.
You're in much better company.
Let's not, shall we?
So, how's everything? Because you're sort of in strict lockdowns over there in the UK. How are you going to be coping over Christmas?
Just very quiet. Phone calls, that's all. Basically, just going to spend it with my mother. So maybe some of the family will walk up and stand outside and say hello. But that's it.
Okay, but your mum's doing all right.
Yeah. She's fine.
Good.
So
because you were saying
it's going to be totally different.
Yeah, because
for her. She's never done this.
No, I don't think any of us have. Because your brother.
No, I meant a quiet Christmas. She's never done a quiet Christmas. She's always been surrounded by family.
That's because your brother was originally going to come down from Manchester, but he can't make it, can he?
No, that's right. So he wants nobody to call him to say Merry Christmas because he just wants to pretend it's another day.
Yeah. So yeah.
And he's not used to it either. He's never done a Christmas without being totally surrounded by people and family. So it's new for him.
Yeah. I mean, it's new for all of us. I mean, even here, because of the restrictions, I mean, we won't be visiting the family members here because of the possibility of contagion. So yeah, it's going to be very different.
Very, very all over. So I think a lot of people are going to try to see people go somewhere, but I call it misbehaving, really. I can't really say anything else.
No, you got to be careful. By the way, what I was watching for, I mean, we're not doing any news on the program. I haven't seen it. Have they mentioned anything about the Brexit deal yet? Because they said they were going to be about closing it.
It's nearly done, but there's hold-ups over the fishing rights.
Oh, well. Let them eat meat. All right.
But I gather that's all. That's the only problem. Anyway, Merry Christmas to everybody, all your listeners,
To you.
and I'll hopefully see you in 2021.
Yes,
Oh, yes. Merry Christmas to you and your family over there. My husband will see you all tomorrow.
yes.
Okay, tonight.
Well, it's already tomorrow there.
Not quite.
No, it's not.
Not
We're not
quite.
that far ahead. It's only 5 hours.
Are you contradicting Mrs. Claus?
Yes,
You
I
want coal in your stocking, laddie, or do you want a wee bit of something nice?
I like something in the stocking. I don't think I'm getting anything.
Oh, laddie, I'll put something in your stocking if you're nice.
Oh, yes, promises, promises.
I'll leave you two to it. Do you want me to book you a room?
I have a little push button. I hear they're very popular down here.
Okay, well, Nearly, you have a good Christmas and all the
And
best,
you.
all the very best love to your family, and all keep safe over
Okay,
there.
thanks.
All right, there we go. Our co-producer,
Be safe.
our co-producer Neil Danby with us here on this morning's breakfast show. I tell you what, Alfonso, have you got your long tubey thing? Why don't you give us a blast on your sax?
Sure thing. I'll do something a cappella because with the tracks and everything, I just don't want it to be too messy. So I'll just do a little a cappella saxophone for you guys.
Oh, okay, all yours, sir.
Thank you.
To be things so divine.
Thank you so much. That was a song called Give Love on Christmas Day.
Oh, it's so
There we go, a little bit of thundering and lightning and a lot of applause, and we've also got a crowd cheering for you. Hooray!
Thank you.
speaking of holiday
Local
cheer,
again, this is the Simons Brothers and Christmas to Me. You're listening to The Breakfast Show on 89.3 Call FM. It is our Christmas program. We've got about 30 to 15 to 30, about 36 minutes to go. Did that without a calculator. So pleased with myself. Nice to chat with Neil Danby. Let me say a very good morning. Everybody can unmute themselves now, including Mark. Unmute. Mark, we've got Mark there. Good morning, Mark. There we go. Good morning to you. Long time no see your face.
Good morning to all the breakfast show-tarians out there.
Oh, Breakfast Show.
Great to be with
you. There's a good name.
Good morning, Mark. How you doing, lovey?
Write that down, will you?
Good morning.
Breakfastarian.
Mrs. Claus.
And you're up there in Arizona?
Yes, in Tucson.
Oh, I love Tucson. I've been to Arizona many times.
I thought it was made by Hyundai.
Well, you know what they say, Jerry? We have an expression here. My house is your house. And I can say that in Spanish to Mrs. Claus. Mi cama es su cama.
But let's not talk about punctuation symbols right now.
Dictionary, lovey. I don't think I know that language.
Close enough. Yeah.
How have you been, Mark? Long time no see. It's nice to see you there on.
Thank you, Jerry, and everyone. Just doing terrific. Enjoying another great morning on the breakfast show. I start my day with it. It starts at 4. I'll wait till Jerry finishes drinking. I don't want him to spit out his eggnog. No, it starts at 4 in the morning here. So I listen from 4 to 8.
Well, you are dedicated. Good grief.
Gives me an early start. Well, I'm up to watch the opening of the stock market, so
Okay.
don't want to miss anything.
Oh, have you got any hot tips for me? Because my husband says we need a wee bit more income.
I think there's a lot of people that can help you with investments in Panama.
Oh, I've got a wee bit of investment in, well, like Amazon and Google and all these electronic things because everybody's ordering online. Are you doing that sort of thing, laddie?
Yeah, that and Zoom. It's amazing how well the stock market is done. It's called the stay-at-home trade.
Ah, I had Zoom stock and then I sold it for 3M because of the masks. But my husband keeps saying, don't do that. Don't play with your money like that. But it's just me husband.
Isn't it?
No.
It's a little bit like it's just a little bit like gambling, isn't it? The stock market.
It really is, especially at these levels.
Because I remember many years ago when I was in the started in the oil business, in the marine fuel broking trading business. We used to have control over our market, and then they opened up the IPE, the International Petroleum Exchange, because they saw that the majors were no longer sort of having control, and it was opening up to other people. And the people in the business lost complete control over their market because people started gambling on it. And it upsets everything. Because people are putting their money on it, it changes the price. And it's got nothing to do with the industry itself. It's people gambling on the price. And it completely took it out of our hands. We could no longer predict what the market was going to be in 6 months' time because people were gambling on it. And if somebody sneezed in Saudi Arabia, everybody sort of took their money out or put it in again, or
I thought if they sneezed in Saudi Arabia, we got a rainstorm here in El Valle.
Well, they sneeze a lot in Saudi Arabia, as you probably know.
Obviously they do, because it rains all the time here.
So what do you think about that, Mark?
Jerry, well, I think that's exactly right, Jerry. What's happening is the stock market has kind of become disconnected from the actual economy. And there's these other trading platforms out there. One of them, I think Alex and others will know about it. It's called Robinhood. And the concept there was take from the rich and give to the poor. But Robinhood traders, people were betting with as little as $200 and $500 and $1,000. And when a lot of people got their stimulus check, allegedly, this $1,200 earlier in the year, a lot of people put that straight into the market, not even knowing what they were doing. So you're right, it's kind of off on its own. So it's about time. I do day trading, and at this point, I'm just trying to unload anything I don't want at this time of year. The new year is too uncertain.
I tell you what, one thing I'm watching right now, and I was talking to Neil if there's any news yet, because if there is a Brexit deal, that is going to be the time to move some money from the UK over to here, because the market's going to jump once they find out that there's a deal over Brexit. But of course, they're not stupid, are they? Because the markets and the banks are closed until after Christmas. So you're going to lose a few days on there. I don't like money.
Yeah.
I do like, but I'm playing with it.
It's you know, the big boys are going to do what they want. Sometimes you know, I feel like I'm just one grain of sand on the beach, and what the big guys do, you're going to be impacted. You just kind of have to get out of the way sometimes. But I'd like to change subjects if I could, Jerry. I saw an interesting article earlier that was kind of very interesting to me, and it said that it was from the PANA Times, PANA Times, and it said that the sanitary fences will not affect international travelers. That if somebody has a destination, for example, in Boquete or David, Volcan, or wherever, Coronado, that if they're an international traveler and they show their paperwork and their accommodations, the sanitary fences would not apply to them. I think that is a good idea business-wise.
I don't. Firstly, number one, I don't think we're probably inundated with tourists at the moment.
Right.
But the other thing, of course, to that is yes. I mean, if tourists arrive and they have pre-booking, but it's a question of whether the place that they booked. I mean, if they can show their booking order, I'm sure Mrs. Claus might know a little bit better because you're going. You haven't had to go through the sanitary fences, have you? Because
Well,
you've already been there.
That's the problem. My husband made it to the South Pole, but all of the elves were stuck in quarantine because their faces are a little wee bit red because, you know, elves are wee tiny people and their blood temperature runs a little higher than normal humans. So everyone thought they were sick, but they're not. They just have higher blood temperatures because they're so tiny. So all of my little suckers are stuck in quarantine.
So you've got sanitary fences in the South Pole. I tell you what, we're going to come back in a minute. We're going to come back and we'll talk about that, Mark. But first, there we go, the Beach Boys and Little Saint Nick. Now, I tell you what, I'm going to move on to another piece of music before I go back to my guests on Zoom. It's another request. It came from Senor Francisco, who's there in the interior. If I'm not mistaken, I think you're in Penanome, I think it is. Francisco, you asked if we could play a piece of music for you. It's the Christmas song. It's called The River. It's one that I wasn't familiar with until you asked for it. And it's by who's wishing everybody happy holidays with a new background. That's cool. And we've got Mrs. Claus with us. Of course, Yasmin's here as well, and me. But I tell you what, this just goes to show that the listeners to the breakfast show are all on the same wavelength, because I love this. This came in from Paul, who we spoke to earlier over in the United Kingdom, Paul Dixon, and also from a listener of ours, a regular listener, Lorraine. And I don't know if you've seen this, it's sort of idiosyncrasies of 2020. It says the 10 best jokes for 2020 as it draws to a close. The dumbest thing I ever bought was a 2020 planner. That's one of them. 2019 resolution was to stay away from negative people in 2020. I was to stay away from positive people in 2020. This one, it says that the world has turned upside down. Why? This one I like. It says that old folks are sneaking out of the house and their kids are yelling at them to stay indoors. Oh, there we go. Oh, look, Mark's with us. Yes, look. So everybody can you can unmute yourselves now. Everybody's been very good. They're sort of keeping quiet there. Alfonso, what you got planned over your Christmas?
Well, basically stay at home with my wife, have a lovely dinner, and watch a lot of movies and open the presents.
Oh, that'll take a while. I tell you what, because this is something, because we're sort of locked down for 4 days anyway. But then this is the time of the year when we take a little bit of a break between Christmas and New Year, and we'll be back on air on the 4th of January. And I said to my wife, what you said, something I haven't done for a long time, just sit down and watch some movies. I thought it would be great.
Yeah, definitely. It's necessary because
chill out.
It cannot be everything about work. You just got to take some time and relax, chill out. And we deserve it.
Of course we do. After this year, we deserve everything we can get.
Definitely.
And Mrs. Claus, how long are you staying up in Elvie for?
Well, since I missed my plane, I have to stay here through the quarantine or the lockup or lockdown. I'm not sure which you call it. So it looks like I'll be up here for at least another week because my little golf cart, she ran out of gas and I'm not allowed to go and buy more gasoline down at the station.
Ah, okay.
But
Okay.
I'm so looking forward to hearing you again, you and my little dearie. I'm so excited every time you call me and say Merry Christmas.
What's in my what's on my Christmas list this year then?
Did I lose you now?
You lost us? Oh, she's
So
frozen.
you want to know? Christine told me.
Oh,
no.
You're breaking up.
Oh,
Have you paid,
Lord help me.
Have you paid your
Oh.
internet bill? Oh, look.
I've got to talk to me husband again.
I can see Mona Lisa. Mona, good morning. Oh,
Morning, Jerry. How are you?
Great. I love your hat.
I am perfectly elfin this Christmas.
Oh, look. Yes, it's the same. Yeah, my good lady Christina's got one like
There
that.
you go.
But it matches your hair.
Thank you. Yes, that's Christmas edition, Mona Lisa Christmas edition.
So how are you? How's
Good.
I mean, you know, we've hardly spoken this year, but how's 2020 treated you?
It's been a challenging year. You know, I lost my grandma this year, and then a few days after that, my mother got COVID. So, and then she was in the hospital a few days. Thankfully, she's okay. But it's been a year of challenges, but a lot of growth as well. We were able to, with Mona Lisa Rodrigo, put out 2 songs this year, which we think it's like our best quality work in such a year of like hardship. So there's a lot of positive things I think to rescue from the year.
And I have to ask, how's your doggy?
They are out and about. Miel. Venga, mi amor. Venga. Up, there you go.
Ah, there we go. Oh. Ah.
This is Miel, and then Flax and Chia are, you know,
Oh, good.
they're not quite jumpers.
So you're keeping fit with those names.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, that we exercise every morning. They run right with me.
Mhm.
The
Now,
3
tell
of
me,
us, 4 of us.
Miel there. How old is Miel? Because it looks like she's a good age.
She's 6.
Oh, okay. No, that's,
She
oh,
just turned 6
look.
on the 7th of December. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
This is also especially cute. There you go. There you go.
Oh, that's
How are
great.
you, Jerry?
I'm okay. Not been very far. I mean, I'm here every morning, so
I'm digging this goatee, this like evil Bond villain look that you've got going on.
oh, really? How cool is that? I look
Yeah.
evil.
Yes.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the thing is, when you get to my age, if you find something that grows, hold on to it.
There you go.
No,
Very good.
it's been a time of being able to experiment, isn't it? Because when you sort of, you think about growing a beard or whatever, and you think, oh, no, because it takes too long and people are going to, but of course, being locked down, you can,
What's that, Daddy, about the
you
growing?
can just get up.
Boy.
What are you up to there? Oh, Mrs. Claus is frozen again.
I think she's eating.
I heard what you said about something growing.
Oh, yes. But glad we
I
woke.
heard you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You're freezing. You're because you're from the North Pole. Hey, look! I love your hair.
Naughty boy.
I mean, you talk about my goatee. You've got pink hair.
I did. I thought it was time to take a, I'd been wanting to change it for a while, and I was like, what better time than Christmas?
Yeah, it looks good. It's good.
December. Thank you.
I mean,
So who knows what colors will come next year?
well, you know what this is? This is a goddamn truth. This was in the 1950s when I was very, very young. Now, I remember my mother. She actually dyed her hair blue. Her hair was blue, and her friend, who lived just around the corner, dyed hers bright pink. And when you saw them walking down the road together, it looked like a couple of candy flosses.
That must have been a sight to see.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So musically, I mean, you told us you've got a new record out, new single out. Tell
Yeah.
us about that. So I don't have it handy, I'm afraid, because I haven't been able to do much this morning. But tell me about it.
Well, it's called Mil Carreras, or 1,000 Races, and it precisely, touches upon the kind of hard stop that we all had to do during the pandemic time. It talks about we're used to just being always in a constant race, but the person who's constantly racing isn't necessarily going to finish first.
Right.
So it talks about slowing down and about appreciating time and, appreciating small things like a walk through the city and breathing fresh air. And that basically, the person who runs isn't the person who's going to make the finish line or even get to where they're going by running and by racing 1,000 races. So it's talking about racing, but it's actually, the title talks about 1,000 races, but the song talks about slowing down, which is what we've all had to do during pandemic times. And
Sure.
we need to slow down, Jerry. How's slowing down been for you? I mean,
I can't get much slower, for God's sake.
Jerry, you go too fast. You've got to slow down.
I tell you what, we're going to take another piece of music when we come back. I see our friends, the Simons brothers, have joined us. Good morning. Great to see you there.
Hello, Michael.
Hey, we got Nico. I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a piece of music. When we come back, we're going to join you. We're going to chat with our friends, the Simon brothers. They're with us. But right now, we're going to play something from Marcy Gray.
Hang all the mistletoe, and I'm gonna get to know you better this Christmas. And as we trim the tree, how much fun it's gonna be together this Christmas. Fireside is blazing bright, and we're caroling through the night. And this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me. Yeah. Give me your hand, baby. Presents and cards are here, and I'm going to fill with cheer and you, baby, this Christmas. And as I look around, your eyes outshine the town they do. This Christmas, fireside is blazing bright, and we're caroling through the night. And this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You and me, baby. Give me your hand, baby.
played it earlier on this morning. We're playing it again because the people that made that record, the Simmons brothers, they're with us, or the Simons brothers. Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Hello.
Hey.
Merry Christmas. I mean, for Christmas. What do you call it before Christmas? Christmas Eve. That's it.
Hey, how's it doing? Because we've been playing it quite a bit here on the program.
Well, we hit over 8,000 streams. I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago. So it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good.
Excellent. So what have you got? What have you got planned? New album?
Well, we're gonna drop a couple more singles first, and then we'll go from there. You know, because we don't want to. We want to catch some more fire, some more flame for our music, grow a bigger fan base, and then maybe an album so it hits harder. So I think we're just going to keep going with singles. But we definitely have another single coming up in January that I think everyone's going to love. It's a little islandy, it's a little soca, it's upbeat, it's dancing, it's everything.
Brilliant.
It's awesome. It's awesome.
Oh, good. Excellent. So how you guys spent it? Well, at least you've got a big family bubble, haven't you? So at least you're going to have a lot of company over Christmas.
Oh yeah, I mean, mom and dad. Yeah, that's the family.
Yeah.
All of our other families are still in Bermuda.
Oh, okay. Oh, great. We're going to be back. Oh, well, see, we got our intrepid reporter there. Ingrid, there we go. Turn your mic off, Ingrid. There we go.
Good morning, Panama. Good morning, Jay. Hey, Jess. How you doing? Woo-hoo!
Hi.
Glad to be here. Got a lot of noise going on outside. Making sure we're making the rounds. How you doing there, Jazz? I haven't talked to you in a while. It's good to see you, girl.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Speak now. Now.
I've been running all over town. You don't know how hard it is to run around this place and be incognito. It's very difficult, but boy, oh boy, do they know. They know when I talk about the Jerry Show. Oh, they're such good people. Oh, yeah. I got some workers outside. I hear they're helping me build the she-shack or the beach bungalow.
By the way,
mask wearing. Oh, I'm getting that. What's that feedback?
Yeah, it's not working.
Hey, guys, yeah, be quiet out there. All right.
Your feedback. So, yeah, we've got to try and sort that out when we use Zoom.
Hey, Mona Lisa, how you doing? How you doing? Good to see you, girl. Hey, how you doing?
Good to see you, Intrepid. How you doing? How's it been?
Oh, man, I've been wandering all over this city and country looking at everything. Oh, and I hear music and I see those young, handsome bucks down there. Woo-hoo! Yeah.
Intrepid, I think there's something going on with your mask. I see your mouth. Do you maybe need to pull it down or something? It's like...
Just pull the bottom half down.
Oh, God.
And then
are you trying to make... There you go.
That's perfect.
There you go.
There we go. Up a bit.
You like the muffled sound better, don't you?
Oh, dear. And how long... Oh, we're talking about hello. How is things because you're up there in El Valle. How's the weather treating you up there?
Oh, my goodness. Yesterday, the Claus Club went and took a hike. We took a hike to a waterfall. And oh, my God. It was the most beautiful, glorious thing. I have pictures I will send you. It's unbelievably beautiful here. And because the rivers and the lakes were not closed, we were allowed to go in. But after today, nada, not going anywhere.
No.
But it's gorgeous. We had a lot of bajareke. I got a herd in the back of kitty cats that are wandering around. And today we saw an opossum. You know what an opossum is, right?
The Dean.
Dean? Yeah, that's what an opossum is. He just lays there. Hey, Christina, how you doing, sweetheart? I hear you've been a good girl. I got good things for you, honey. I hear Mrs. Claus has you in her favorite list. Oh, look at that. Well, don't pull
Looks
anything
like the
else up,
boss
honey. Hey, there's Alfonso. Hey, Alfonso.
Hey.
You're rocking the music, dude. I'm listening to you all the time. And Mark.
Thank you.
I'm following those stock. I'm following that. Oh, look at that. Beautiful flowers. And look at those handsome 3 bucks down there. Woo-hoo, those boys is looking handsome. The Simon brothers. Woo-hoo. I hear Mrs. Claus has something special for you 3 boys.
If I was you boys, I'd keep your head down.
I'll show you where to put your head. Don't worry.
Oh, that's I hadn't thought of that. I tell you what, we're going to take a piece of music, and it is, in actual fact, it is my favorite song for this year. I mean, my all-time favorite song for Christmas, as we know, apart from the Simon Brothers, is "Driving Home for Christmas." But this is the Christmas song of this round on our Zoom this morning. We've been joined by Sarah. Good morning, feisty foodie. Unmute your mics, people. That's it. There we go. Sarah, hello.
How are you?
Oh, we're good. And you?
Good. Merry Christmas.
And to you. And to you.
Thanks.
And we've got, I tell you, because I've only got about 5 minutes of Zooming left before I got to think about wrapping things up. So how up in Cat? Oh, that's a nice mug you got.
Wow. Yeah, thanks. Having a cup of tea. We've got rain today, but we're going to have snow tomorrow. I think it's going to be a white Christmas.
Oh, nice. Well, not really, but
I even bought a toboggan yesterday for my kids. I'm so excited.
a toboggan.
Yeah.
Oh,
I haven't bought one in like 15 years.
well, how long have you been in Panama? 15 years?
Since 2008. So almost.
Well, but it's cold up there, I guess. You're freezing your nuts off?
No, warm today, about 10 degrees. Not too bad.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
But it's going to drop, and then overnight we should have snow and wake up to a white winter wonderland.
Okay, good. That's nice. And what are you cooking? What are you cooking for Christmas? Turkey?
Turkey. Got to make turkey.
Right.
Absolutely. With roasted potatoes, though. My
Cool.
family's not so much into the sweet potatoes.
No. Roast potatoes, turkey, all the accoutrements. Absolutely.
Green
And
beans, almondine, with some like shredded some toasted almonds on top.
mm-hmm.
Brussels sprouts with bacon I bought.
Oh, nice. Oh,
Bought
yeah.
a big bag of fresh Brussels sprouts yesterday. I'm so excited.
Oh, lovely. So it'll probably be windy on Christmas Day as well.
And I have a little guy here who wanted to say Merry Christmas.
Hey.
also.
Oh, there you are. Hey, good morning.
He even put on a Christmas sweater.
Oh, great. Oh, yeah, because you've got Christmas sweaters. Hey, I like that.
Right?
Oh, that's cool.
We are in the spirit.
Uh-huh. Oh, that's
You've been drinking early. She said she's into the spirits, Jerry.
Always. It's Christmas. Didn't you follow
Either that
along
or
with the recipes?
I don't drink.
Uh-oh.
He guzzles. He
Guzzle.
doesn't drink. He's a guzzler.
I'm
Your
glad.
grandfather stopped by.
No, I'm just so glad they brought out the pocket size. I mean, it's
Is
brilliant.
there
I
any
just-
chance, Jerry, that you could give us a toast so we could all drink before you go back to the live news?
Hey, yes, let's have a. I tell you what, let's
Toast.
let's do that. Let's do exactly that. There we go. Yasmin, do you want to drink out of the bottle? No, that's not.
Out of
You like sucking on the bottle. Who you kidding there, Jerry?
There we go. To all of you there, our friends here with us this morning. Cheers, and let's hope and pray for a healthy 2021. I think that's the most important.
Cheers. I'll drink to that.
Yes, yeah.
Cheers. May you all travel safely when you come back to Panama.
Why is it the Simons brothers there? It's only the young one that's drinking.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Can't control them.
Hey, I'd just like to, because we're going to have to wrap up. I always wrap up with the same song, so we're going to do that in just a second. I'd like to thank Sarah. Thanks for joining us and the family.
My
Good-
pleasure.
wonderful
Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope you have a great
Simon Brothers,
Christmas holiday
you.
and a beautiful new year.
And
And
you.
all the very best. Stay safe and
Mhm.
stay with your families. Stay home.
And Simon Brothers, don't forget, when you release that new single, give me a copy so we can push it around the airwaves.
Oh, of course. You'll be the first one to have it.
Yay! That's what I like to hear. Intrepid report. Oh, look, we got the other elves there. We got our intrepid reporters, to our Mrs. Claus, and the helpers there. Happy Christmas to you, Alfonso.
Happy Christmas,
great to
Jerry.
Mona Lisa, and let's give our best to Rodrigo. Keep pushing.
I
people
will.
out. And
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you guys.
in January, when we come back, we're going to start playing. your song, your new song. Mark Gillian there. Thank you so much for joining us. Nice to have you there. You've been listening to us since forever, haven't you?
Thank you. Yes. Merry Christmas, Jerry, and everyone. And this is for you, Jerry. Fuego, más fuego.
Yeah.
Salud.
Dr. Computer, Alice Newman, I think he's off working. Alfonso, to all of you, a big thanks. And we're going to wrap up the show as we always do with this one. Eve, it's been lovely being with you this morning. Let me say a very big thank you to all our friends that were able to join us on Zoom this morning. A big thank you to them, and a big thank you to Yasmin's been very quiet this morning because she's been handling everything. She's been arranging the Zoom and making sure everything runs smoothly. I'm just the one that's been cocking it up. So that's it. It's been lovely being with you. Just please make sure you have a wonderful Christmas. I'd just like to thank a few people. I'd like to thank the gourmet store who gave us some wonderful prizes which we gave away yesterday. Savoy USA also, and to Maria's Sweet Shop. Big thank you to them for their support. It's a big thank you to everybody able to join us on Zoom this morning. To Yasmin, my producer here in the studio. We also had a chat with our co-producer over in the UK, Neil Danby. Hopefully he'll make his way back here sometime next year, all being well. And as always, to the boys and girls of Grupo Grada who keep us up and running and put up with us. And to you, our listeners, our advertisers and sponsors, thank you so very much for being with us here on the Breakfast Show. What I want to do is wish you a very, very merry, happy and safe Christmas, and see you in 2021. We're going to be back on the 4th of February.
Merry Christmas!
A week or so I'll be back with you then. It's just important to remember, keep safe, make sure you're wearing your masks, make sure that you are washing your hands, and most importantly, stay away from other people. All right, it's important. We've got to keep safe. The government's going to make sure you keep safe, because as of 7 o'clock tonight there is a lockdown until 5 o'clock on Monday morning, so do bear that in mind. But just remember, on the 4th of January, 6 o'clock in the morning, I want to be talking to you, not talking about you. From me, Jerry D. Till then, ta-da. You have been listening to The Breakfast Show, a Panama Broadcasting Corporation and Call FM production. Presented by Jerry D, produced by Yasmin Quiros, co-producer
Take care. See you guys later.